everybody, and happy Independence Day. Today we are going to celebrate Independence Day with a few vocabulary words. Vocabulary word number 1, obstinance. Obstinance is a characteristic of being impossibly stubborn, like a bull that won't budge. Obstinance keeps people from going with the flow. Vocabulary word number 2, intransigent. Characterized by refusal to compromise or to abandon an often extreme position or attitude. Uncompromising. Vocabulary word number 3, hyperindependent. Overly independent to a fault. That's my own definition. It's actually quite interesting because I tried to find a large vocabulary word to describe someone who is hyper-independent, and I could not find one. I found words that were all positive, which makes me think that our society values independence maybe too much. Anyway, the reason why I've decided to celebrate Independence Day with these words is because I believe that the United States of America, my fellow Americans, we are heading down that trajectory of over-independence, of hyper-independence, using the current situation of COVID-19 as an example. We know that the US is the leading number of cases, etc. We know we've been banned from a number of countries, most of the world currently, because we have yet to get our numbers to a level of control that the rest of the world feels comfortable with. So they don't want us in their countries, and I understand. But numbers don't always tell a full picture. I like to use percentages. The United States, we are at 0.464% of active cases. Doesn't seem like a lot when you really think about it, but Brazil was a hot mess like us. Their percentage is currently 0.024%. Italy, 0.024%. South Africa, 0.15%. India, 0.017%. Australia, 0.003%. And the UK, the only one that's the way we are, 0.426%. Like father, like son. We are the only two countries that have a percentage that's that high in comparison. And like I said, it may not seem high, but when it comes to global things, it's a curve. We are on a curve grading system. So we are being compared to our peers, and currently we are failing. United States, can you please learn from your mates? Please, let's get together. So I just have one question. Why can't we look at some of these other countries like Italy that was struggling and somehow was able to kind of pull it back? I don't think it's that hard to look at other people as an example. But when you are overly independent, when you're obstinate, when you're intransigent, you may stubbornly push off what others are doing to focus solely on what you are. So that's my message for today. Let's be careful of hyper-independence. Also, I just wanted to put in a little 2 more rants, and then I swear I'll be done. Because of the travel bans, I've seen some articles that are saying, well, you can still travel here, here, and here. I'm not going to share those articles with you because that would be enabling. However, one article in particular stood out to me, and I was very upset because he somehow forgot to mention the continent of Africa in his entire article. The line is, unfortunately, most of Asia, all of Europe, and all of Oceania remain off limits. So Africa just don't count. No one wants to travel to Africa. The entire continent of Africa, you just forgot. Which relates back to my earlier video of, where does my Black life matter? Does Africa matter? Does entire nations of Black people, do they matter? Because clearly not, because y'all just forgot. So last but not least, I think in the spirit of things, of not being obstinate, let's look at, the Black Lives Matter movement, and let's remember that Breonna Taylor's killers still have not been arrested. And for those who were like, it's not the same thing as George Floyd, it's not the same thing as this, that, or the third, I have one word for you. gross negligence. All right, that's all I have for today. Peace, love, and joy. Here are some vocabulary words that we can replace our hyperindependence with. Interdependency, the dependence of two or more people or things on each other. It's healthy, it's good. Mutual dependence. Interconnectedness. All right, with that said, I hope we can form an interdependent relationship as content creator and viewer. And I hope that this can be a two-way dialogue moving forward in our relationship, and I can learn from you all as you hopefully are learning from me. Happy Interdependence Day. Can that be a thing? Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.